Hello and welcome to Only Connect, where everyone's very excited because we just had alphabeti spaghetti in the canteen. Tasty and an anagram. I actually wanted to make fish fingers, but I only had one F. Joining us for a spell tonight are, on my right, Mark Smith, an archivist who used to work in a sponge factory. Nick Holland, a freelance copywriter whose Anne Bronte biography so inspired a reader that she wrote a song about it called Anne, Gentle Anne. And their captain, Nick Reed, an English graduate who used to play Sunday morning football with the creator of Bob the Builder. United by a passion for P.G. Wodehouse and gloomy music, they are the Psmiths. Now, you are, of course, the One Directioners of Only Connect. People will remember that as soon as they see you. Do you think this is a success, this experiment? Are you glad you've come?
Very much so, yes. We aim to continue quizzing. Home Firth is the middle of where the three of us live, so we might go there in disguise by taking our glasses off.
Look out, Home Firth. You are facing tonight on my left. Annette Fenner, a travel enthusiast who honeymooned in Syria and can only write upside down. Emily Watnick, a retired finance manager and history enthusiast who discovered a medieval anthrax pit during a routine archaeological dig. And their captain, Amy Goddell, a semi-retired maths teacher who, when visiting the New Forest, mowed down some trees in a chieftain tank. United by a craving for cocktails and travel, they are the Cosmopolitans. Now, you're on a bit of a winning streak. You beat the Beekeepers last time round. How does the team relax between games?
Well, given the massive range of cultural activities in Cardiff, we obviously went to the Doctor Who experience yesterday.
Of course, there are other experiences available in Cardiff, and I should know. Smiths, you won the toss, so you'll be going first. This is a quarter-final, so I think the winner goes to the semi-final, although with our current structure, I'm really not sure. Good luck. Which hieroglyph would you like?
2 reads, please.
2 reads. OK, what is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next. Both hits in both of those years, but it can't be that straightforward. The cover version was by Tigers of Pantang, Love Potion number 9. I don't know who did Oates Billy Joe.
Don't know either.
Next.
Well, the trucking
That was
anthem.
J.J. McCall and David Lee Travis.
Okay. Were the cover versions done by... That's the next.
Next.
Oh, was the movie following the single?
Perfect. The first date is the record hit single, and the second date is the movie based on it.
That's absolutely right. They are songs that were adapted into films, unusually. What can you tell me about some of those films?
Ode to Billy Joe was a hit for Bobby Gentry in 1967, and a rather good film was made about it in 1976.
That's absolutely right. Convoy, what's that about?
Trucking. Trucks.
It is. It's sort of CB radio, Rubber Duck and so on. I think not that much happens in the song, but it turns into a film with a plot anyway. Yellow Submarine, of course, the Ringo Starr. And Love Potion number 9, the tale of a gypsy's aphrodisiac elixir, became a film with Sandra Bullock in 1992. Well done. Cosmopolitans, what would you like?
Horned Viper, please.
OK, what is the connection between these picture clues? Here's the first.
It's Henry. Next. Is that the Hayway? Yes.
Hayway. Who made Hayway?
Do we need another one? Yes, next. Is that Patricia Rutledge? No.
No. I don't know.
I have no idea who that is.
OK.
Yeah,
Let's
I
go
guess so. Next. That's kind of pass. Oh. Carry On movies.
They are Carry On films. What are we looking at?
Carry On Henry, Carry On Constable, Carry On Matron, and Carry On Up the Khyber.
Carry On Up the Khyber is such a great
That's
title.
the best.
Why anyone ever puts anything else into the hat for charades, I don't know. Well spotted. Smiths, what would you like?
Twisted Flax, please.
The Twisted Flax. Well, it's the music question. You'll be hearing your clues. What connects them? Here's the first.
Just one more time, but will the operator hold the line? With my ears keep telling
Next.
me, Jenny, who can I turn to?
Sounds like Morrison, but is it not?
You give me some
Was it Thin Lizzy?
Oh, could be.
Named after a cartoon character.
Next.
Is it British Radio? Yeah.
Next.
2 seconds.
That's
Um,
cartoon character.
It's for connection cartoon characters.
It is not. So, Cosmopolitans, you have the chance of a bonus point.
Telephones?
Telephones, that is it. You look surprised.
Yes.
Purely on the first piece of music.
What was the first one?
No idea, but it had something about operators in it.
Oh, wow. Well,
That's the level of analysis that we apply here.
that's amazing. Well, I'll tell you what you heard. That was 5705 by City Boy. Next one was 8675309 Jenny. Next one was 6345789 Soulsville, USA. And you didn't recognise the last one?
No.
Pennsylvania 65000. All telephone numbers. Well guessed. And you may now choose a question.
Lion, please.
Lion. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
I don't know who that. Do we know who that is? Next.
This is a word thing of some
Yes.
sort, isn't it? I believe I'm in the middle of the first one.
Yeah. Next. Oh. They are countries and their capitals with the first letters cut off.
That's absolutely right. You didn't need to see Kenya, Nairobi in the last clue. Kenya, Nairobi. What are the countries and capitals?
Mali and Bamako, Greece and Athens, Belize and Belmopan, and Kenya and Nairobi.
That's absolutely right. It's not people's names at all. We've just taken the first letters off countries and their capitals. Well done. Back to you, Smiths, for a choice.
Water, please.
Water. OK, what connects these clues? Here's the first.
Next.
Football club. Now, could this be to do with pop bands? Because there's a pop band called the Kaiser Chiefs named after them.
Oh, OK.
And there's probably a band named after the guy that played the joke on TV. We should go for the next direction.
Go next. Go for the next.
I think we should go.
We think these are the names of pop bands.
I'm afraid that is not an acceptable answer. So I'm going to show the next 2 clues to the Cosmopolitans for a possible bonus point.
I think they're all words for Caesar, Kaiser, Tsar.
That's what it is. It's to do with derivations from Caesar. Yes, that second clue, the Johannesburg Football Club, is called the Kaiser Chiefs. There is a pop band. It's not spelt the same, but they took their name from that. Actor who played the Joker on TV, Cesar Romero, that's that one. And yes, I didn't know this, that the word Tsar derives from Caesar. And the villain in The Usual Suspects is, of course, Kaiser Soze. All names derived from Caesar. Well done for the bonus point, and you will get the last question, Eye of Horus.
Yes.
What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
No, next. Chatham Dockyards Mutinies, perhaps. Was there- Yes, next. Beaconsfield. Oh,
it's
they're the
Lords, it's,
yes, Lords of ex-prime ministers.
Yeah.
Yeah. The titles taken by prime ministers when they went to the House of Lords.
I want to hear something specific.
Earls.
Earldoms. They are earldoms assumed by prime ministers. You didn't need to see Oxford and Asquith, 1925. Who are the prime ministers?
I only know Beaconsfield is Disraeli.
That's right. Do you know Dewey-Ford? Do you want to have a guess?
It's gotta be Churchill
Lloyd
or
George.
Lloyd George,
Yes.
yes. A slightly more Welsh one we'd be looking for
Yes.
there. Chatham is William Pitt the Elder.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
And what about that last one? Do you know why it's Oxford and Asquith?
No.
What it is, he wanted to be Earl of Oxford. There wasn't an Earl of Oxford. That's what he asked for. And they were going to give it to him, but the problem was that there was still a family. The title Earl of Oxford died out a few generations before because a chap had not had any male heirs, and you can't give that sort of thing to women. Imagine what they do with it. Seriously, imagine what they do with it. So the family that were descended from the original Earl said that they would be terribly offended, and you couldn't do that at all. So they let him be Oxford and Asquith. That means at the end of round 1, the Smiths have 1 point, the Cosmopolitans have 7. On to round 2, the sequences round. And you'll be going first again, Smiths, so please choose a hieroglyph.
2 reads, please.
OK, what would... Oh, it's a music sequence. How lovely. You're going to hear up to 3 pieces of music. I want to know what sort of thing you'd expect to hear. In 4th place, here's the first.
Next. Next.
The judges on... Oh, so they're the successive judges.
Oh, right, so something by... Is it Rita Ora who took the
yeah.
on The Voice?
Yeah, I don't know anything by Rita Ora.
It's sung by Rita Ora.
Okay.
We think it might be a song by Rita Ora.
I'm afraid that is not the right answer, so there's a bonus chance for you, Cosmopolitans.
Something to do with card games.
Not it either.
No.
Why do you think it might be something by Rita Ora? What do you think you heard and what do you think the sequence is?
Don't know what first one was. The second is Kylie Minogue and the third was Jessie J, so we're thinking it might be successive judges from The Voice.
The first piece was Domino by Jessie J. The second was Spinning Around by Kylie Minogue. The third was How We Do by Rita Ora. It is successive female judges of The Voice. We needed to hear something by Paloma Faith. Paloma Faith would be next. I don't know any Paloma Faith songs, do you?
None at all.
According to my notes, she's done a song called Do You Want the Truth or Something Beautiful? I think we know which we prefer on this show. Does anybody know that one?
No. She did absolutely murder the I Vow to Thee My Country for the Rugby World Cup. With
That
the
I think we
World
can
in
recreate. 1, 2, 3.
That was slightly better than her version.
Lovely, lovely. I think that's brought the performance alive. Cosmopolitans, what would you like?
Horned Viper, please.
OK, what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Passed away in Jamaica.
Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1, isn't it?
Yeah. Next. OK, so this is what happened to
who?
Captain... No, Captain Cook, do you
No,
think?
Captain
No.
Cook.
Oh, Captain Bligh, maybe.
Well, maybe.
Should we go for next? Next.
Yes.
Oh, the City of Light. Really?
So
Who the hell? No.
Newton.
No, it wasn't.
It's not those.
I wouldn't have thought so.
No idea.
3 seconds.
Died in Hawaii.
And why do you say that?
Because it might have been things that happened to Captain Cook.
I see. And we're going from 4 to 1, so you think the first thing would be dying in Hawaii and subsequently these other adventures.
Yeah,
Not it, I'm afraid. Smiths, you've got a chance for bonus point.
Is it one landed in Dominica in 1492?
Would be one of several acceptable answers. And why?
Because it's events in the life of Christopher Columbus.
Christopher Columbus is the explorer we were looking for. And these are his voyages from 4 to 1 going backwards. And something like landed in the New World, discovered America, something that he did on the first one in 1492. Well done. So you get the bonus. And what would you like as a question?
Water, please.
Water. What would be the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next.
Are these famous gravestones or something? Highgates.
Is it as simple as... We'll have another. But,
Yeah, we need another.
Next. Yeah, it's the first names going backwards and the surnames
Oh, yes, well done.
are also going backwards. So we want to...
No, we need a...
We think Immanuel Kant,
That's a perfect answer. And why?
because the initials on both the forenames and the surnames are going backwards one place in the alphabet for each person.
That's absolutely right. IJKL going backwards and then KLMN going backwards are the names, and they're all philosophers, so to give me a philosopher with those initials is a perfect answer. Very well done. Back to you, Cosmopolitans, for a choice.
Twisted Flax, please.
Twisted Flax, OK. These are going to be picture clues. What would you expect to come in the fourth picture? Here's the first.
Okay. Is it something to do with keep next?
Oh, it's a hyphen.
Yeah, so what's fourth?
We can leave that.
Yeah, next. Okay.
It's a rest.
Oh, it's different. It's different levels of rests. You're the musician. You tell us.
Oh, it's the God, what's it called?
Is it just a dot?
It's the full. We're gonna
It's a full bar's
the full bar rest. Yeah.
A full bar's rest.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So, Smiths, you've got another bonus chance.
It's either a treble clef or a bass clef. Which will we want? That's because that's the tenor clef.
I'm letting you chat about it because it's neither clef.
Oh, all right.
You are right to say that they're musical rests, but they are halving in duration each time, so a quaver rest is what we want. We've got a semi-breve rest, then a minim rest, a crotchet rest, and we want an eighth rest or a quaver in the last clue. Back to you, Smiths, for a choice.
Lion, please.
Lion. OK, what will be the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next. The four's gone from the top to the bottom. Next.
Is it how many digits it takes to do it in line?
3 seconds.
Is it 12 with a 5 underneath it?
It is not. So, Cosmopolitans, your bonus chance now.
Is it 100 with a 5 below it?
It is not. I mean, it's sort of 100, although I would say 100, but then it's a 2.
below it.
Yes,
that's what I meant.
unfortunately,
Yes,
we've got the
that's what
5
I
in the
meant.
first one. We're going back towards a 2, 100
It's 4
with a 2.
different bases.
It is the number 4 represented in base 5, base 4, base 3 and base 2. Yes, you're unlucky there because you meant to, didn't you? But I need to hear that. 100 with a little 2, that is the number 4 represented in base 2. Unlucky. But you may have the last question of the round, the Eye of Horus. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
49ers. There are okay, San Francisco. Yeah. Next. San Francisco.
We need another one.
Yeah. Next.
Oh, Padres is San
Oh,
Diego. It's the teams going south. So
That's what's
San
in LA.
Francisco, LA, San Diego.
What
So
teams
he's
are we
south.
talking? Is it basketball
Padres
or
baseball.
We're talking about football.
So it's number 1.
the LA?
Padres.
Yeah.
So it's the LA.
Yeah.
No. Number 1.
Los Angeles Dodgers.
Dodgers is the right answer, although we've actually got Lakers. As you
Yes, I
seem
was
to
gonna
realise,
say
there are
Lakers,
many
but we couldn't
possible answers.
We couldn't really decide the sport.
There are all sorts of ones. Well, it's just general major league
Yes.
sports.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
the sequence?
Yes. Going south down the
team.
west coast.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not. There's something you haven't noticed.
They're getting bigger.
Yes, it's
Okay.
the size of Californian cities. So they had teams from San Francisco, then San Jose, then San Diego. So we need a team from the largest city, which is Los Angeles. So you knew it was Los Angeles for a different reason. And Lakers, Galaxy, Dodgers, Kings, Clippers, Rams. I could go on. I couldn't go on because that's the list I've got and I don't know any Los Angeles sports teams. But the one you gave me was one of them. That means at the end of round 2, the Smiths have 4 points, the Cosmopolitans have 9. It's the connecting wall now, and Cosmopolitans, you'll be going first this time. So please choose lion or water.
Lion, please.
OK, 2.5 minutes to solve the lion wall, starting now.
Right.
Okay, so the Konar is a diamond.
Cullinan
The
is a
Hope
diamond. And there might be a Taylor Burton diamond.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
There is indeed.
So Dingle Sugden are in Emmerdale.
Yes.
Barton could be.
Thomas Hudson
Okay, should we just
is.
try that?
Yeah,
You got your sleeves.
Well, that's bays. Hudson Bay, Botany Bay,
Bay, Cardigan Bay.
Guanabara Bay.
Sounds possible.
No.
No.
Dingle Bay.
Oh, there is Dingle Bay. Yes.
Okay.
Cardigan,
and
Botany.
No.
No. Lucan, Raglan, and Cardigan were in the charge of the Light Brigade,
Okay.
along with who knows?
There's also sort of
I was
sleeves.
Oh, they could be sleeves.
Raglan is just Raglan is a type of t-shirt, and so there's a type of top, and there's cardigan.
Yes.
I don't know if any of the others are.
Right. So Dingle, Barton, Sugden, and I'm sure there's Emmerdale.
Yeah, that has to be Emmerdale. We're jumping around a bit. Which,
Yeah, I'm just Scarlet.
O'Hara.
So
Let's go
Bays.
back to Bays.
Botany,
Hudson.
Cardigan, and Dingle.
No, we tried
No, we
that
did
one
that.
already. What's
Cardigan.
Guanabara?
We do that? No.
So let's try. That's it.
3 lives now.
Okay.
3.
So now we must have Emmerdale
So-
and jumpers or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Scarlet could be. I think it's more likely to go with the
Cardigan.
whole.
You've solved the wall. Very well done. What about the connections? Tell me about the first group. Cullinan, Taylor, Burton, Hope, Kohinoor.
Diamonds.
They're
Famous
all
diamonds.
Famous diamonds, that's right. And the green group, Dingle, Hudson, Botany, Guanabara.
A Bays.
Bays.
They're all bays. And what about the next group starting Scarlet?
They are.
Types of jumper or
No, they're
jacket?
people. They're people in
No?
the charge of the Light Brigade in the
okay.
Crimean War.
They are
Crimean
Crimean War
soldiers.
commanders that were involved in the charge of
Yes.
the Light Brigade. Yes, people might be wondering about Scarlet. Sir James
Yes.
York Scarlet was involved in the battle that led to the charge. And the last turquoise group, Barton, Sugden, Thomas, Sharma.
They might be families in
Emmerdale.
Emmerdale.
They are families in the soap opera Emmerdale. So that is the maximum of 10 points. Very well done. Let's bring in the Smiths now and give them the water wall. See what they can do about solving it. 2.5 minutes for you two, of course, starting now.
Sitcoms.
Well done. Ellen, yeah. Okay, Bread's a sitcom, so let's omit Rhoda was one of them. Okay, let's omit Taxi. Let's omit Soap. Okay, try that combination. Yes, right.
Flying squirrel, flying fish, flying saucer,
Flying carpet. Flying, what else do we have? Uhuru is Swahili for freedom. It's Uhuru Kenyatta is the president of Kenya. We've got any other presidents in here? Robert Mugabe, Uhuru Kenyatta. Right, we're looking for African presidents.
Jacob
Zuma.
Omar?
Probably one of them. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf.
Yeah, but not.
But not. Oh God. Also, we've got Omar. Great.
3 lives now.
Okay, so I've got flying squirrel, flying fish, flying saucer.
Flying something else.
So what's
Maybe there's
No,
a
we're
secret
we're
called
first
flying.
one tried.
So I think
Flying
it could be
music,
us.
perhaps somewhere. What else have we got then? Maps.
Oh,
Dieters, or it could be Dieters
Oh,
if it's a
Diet.
German name. Jacob.
Carp is a start with fish.
Oh yeah, good point.
Nothing else.
Flying, carpet, fish, squirrel.
don't go saucer, we tried
No,
that.
let's try music. Okay. Flying
Timing.
saucer, flying fish.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. We've got long enough to think about it, haven't we? Flying squirrel.
Maps.
Flying maps.
Maps.
Right.
let's think.
Okay, got a pet in there. Got
Sauce.
That's to try flying.
That's it. That's your 3 lives and the wall has frozen. But you found 2 groups. What about the connections? Bread, Rhoda, Taxi, Soap.
They are sitcoms.
They are single-word sitcom titles. And the green group, Robert, Omar, Ellen, Uhuru.
These are the first names of African premiers.
They are African presidents' names. And you can still get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find, so let's resolve the wall. There we go. Squirrel, Jacob, carpet, saucer.
Are these flying things?
Yes, Flying Jacob is a Swedish casserole dish. And the last group, starting music.
Are they apps?
They are not apps. I mean, there probably are apps involving them. It's not dieters, it's dieters. Music, dieters, fish and maps all have scales. Oh. They all require scales of different kinds. I can see you're amused.
Yeah, heartily.
But you do get 2 points for the groups that you found and 3 for the connections. That's a total of 5. Let's have a look at the overall scores. The Smiths have 9 points. The Cosmopolitans have 19. So one team is a little ahead, but lots of points available in the missing vowels round. Fingers on buzzers, teams. I can tell you that the first group are all sections of the Daily Mail website. Smiths?
TV and showbiz.
Correct. Cosmopolitans?
Female.
Correct. Smiths?
You magazine.
Yes, it is. Cosmopolitans?
Don't miss.
Correct. Next category. Their names begin with a consonant. Cosmopolitans?
African violet.
Correct. Cosmos?
European Economic Community.
Yes. Smiths?
Asian pear.
Correct. Cosmopolitans?
Australian rules football.
Correct. Next category, board games that don't require dice. Smiths?
Diplomacy.
Yes, it is. Cosmopolitans?
Oh, no.
Patriarchy.
Not it. Smiths, do you know? No, it's Puerto Rico. Next clue. Cosmos?
Chinese checkers.
Correct. Smiths?
Ticket to Ride.
Yes, it is. Next category, people you might buy something from. Cosmos?
Retailer.
Correct. That last one was sales assistant, but no time to tell me because the bell has gone for the end of the quiz. And I must say, Cosmos, I did enjoy you shouting patriarchy in the middle of that round. Not the right answer, but very important. When we do have an all-women's team, I think to shout patriarchy in the middle is only right and proper.
Have you played that one?
Looking at the final scores, I can tell you that the winners with 25 points and straight through to the semi-finals are the Cosmopolitans. Very well done. The overturning of the patriarchy begins here. Having said that, Smiths, I'm delighted to report that you are not going home. Under our new format, which probably makes sense to the sort of people that were shouting, it's 1-0-0 with a little 2 from clue 1, the teams get to play 2 quarter-finals. So you will have another chance to make those semi-finals a little bit later on. Looking forward to seeing you again. Please join me next time when, in another interesting twist to the format, we will play Only Connect to the Death. Don't know why we didn't do that for the Christmas special, but there it is. Goodbye.
Well, we've warned you. Join them Friday at 8:30 here on BBC Two. We'll finally get some exercise next from Belgrade with live athletics.